There's a reason most people never truly transform. It's not because they lack discipline. It's not because they lack opportunity. It's not because they're somehow broken. It's because they never allow themselves to be alone long enough to hear their own truth. They keep filling every moment with noise, with company, with distractions, with validation. But the men and women who grow the fastest, who evolve past their old limits, have one thing in common. They spend time in solitude. Today, I'm going to explain why solitude is the fastest way to level up. I'll show you why you've been avoiding it, what happens when you finally embrace it, and how to use it as a portal to become the most powerful version of yourself. From the time you were young, you were taught that being alone was something to be fixed. If you sat by yourself in school, you were a loser. If you stayed home on the weekend, you were missing out. If you didn't have constant company, you must be lonely. So, you learned to fear solitude. You learned to interpret it as a sign you weren't enough, a sign you were unloved, a sign you were failing. But here's the truth. Solitude isn't the problem. It's your story about solitude that keeps you stuck. Let's be honest. When you're alone, there are no distractions from your reality. You can't hide behind the noise of other people. You can't keep blaming everyone else for why you haven't changed. You can't keep sedating yourself with attention and external validation. Being alone confronts you with the raw, unfiltered truth, who you actually are, what you actually feel, what you're actually doing or not doing with your life. That's why most people stay busy. It's easier to stay in a constant loop of stimulation than to sit in the quiet and face yourself. But the irony is, until you face yourself, you can't change. When you stop running, something unexpected happens. First, the discomfort shows up. You feel the urge to grab your phone. You feel restless. You feel an emptiness you can't quite name. But if you stay with it, if you don't sedate it, clarity begins to emerge. You start to hear the quiet voice beneath the noise, the voice that tells you what you actually want, what's no longer working, where you've been lying to yourself,